right. DDTG live from Chicago. So I'm up and early. I'm ready to go. It's Orange Monday. That's the name of this. And I'm going to be here with you every step of the way. We're going through some shit right now. Stock market's going to open in 5 minutes. It's going to be a fucking bloodbath. Crypto's already getting its fucking tonsils ripped out. XRP down 13%. ETH down 15%. Shout out Eric Trump. Said it was a good time to buy ETH. It's down 70% since he said that. Bitcoin down 7%. And the stock market's going to open. That's all right. Brought to you by Kraken, the official crypto platform of Barstool Sports. At least I know it's there. Kraken lets you buy, sell, swap over 300. I'm still giving away $1,000 in crypto every week with Kraken Pay. I'm still here, still doing it. Kraken Pay, game-changing feature inside the app that lets you send in crypto. You hold your account, all friends, family. Let's get through. We get stuff. Drop your crack tag in the comments. Broke bitch. I'm out of money. I'm dead. Kill me. All fair crack tags today. I'll give out 1,000 Bitcoin, sometimes Solana, whatever. Go to kraken.com/barstool. Download Kraken, get your crack tag, drop it in the comments. Simple as that. Geographic restrictions apply. Instant buy sell fees apply when you convert one asset of currency to another one, make a transfer. Please see our fee schedule for more information. Applicable fees will be shown before you make a transfer. See the Kraken Terms of Service at kraken.com/legal disclosures to determine which legal entity you face based on where you live. All right. I mean, the last 3 days coming into today has just been, not good. And this is the only place. This is going to be the no spin zone. I'm going to go on a lot of rants, a lot of tangents today. And I have this scroll here. Hey, assholes, I'm talking to you. Do not edit what I said. This is DDTG Global, all right? I've been doing this financial stream for 4 years. There's no political agenda to this. The only party we subscribe to here at DDTG is let's make some money. Stocks always go up. It's not left. It's not right. It's just let's make fucking money. Everybody at DDTG. So I'm ranting on the tariffs last week, and people are editing what I say for political purposes. I got this guy from the West Wing. And by the way, I went super viral when I said I lost $7 million. I'd kill to be back to losing $7 million. I haven't even looked. If I had to guess, I'm down in these last 3 days, probably close to 20. I don't know, like 10, 15% of my net worth, poof. But I'm still here. That's the game. That's what I'm in. Like, do I like it? No. Am I crying? Am I like, oh, woe is me. I wish I voted for Kamala. No. Do I wish this didn't go down like this? Yes. Am I in this to make money? Yes. Do I wish I had that money in my investment portfolio? Yes. So when I said I lost $7 million, these left-leaning things, they cut it and then to do my whole rant. And they act like I just jumped on some random stream. They're like, oh, boo, I lost $7 million. No, this is DDTG. These are the ups. These are the downs. These are people with big balls. We're in this to make money. We know it. Nobody's in this that doesn't know the score. So they put your seatbelts on and don't lock the windows down and don't jump. Stick with me. We're going to get through this. All right, it opened. Let's go see how bad it is. Let's go see how bad it is. Tesla down 7. DraftKings down 3.5. Axon's at 475. Shopify down 10%. My little thing just says arrows going down. MicroStrategy down 12%. Coinbase 10%. Yeah, it's red. It's ugly. Don't jump. Orange Monday. Don't call it Black Monday. It's Orange Monday. This is Trump's tariffs have absolutely decimated the market. And it's ugly. So anyways, what I was saying, this guy from the fucking West Wing, and don't worry, this is going to go on. Buckle up. I'm going to be telling you how I feel all the way across. Let me find this guy. I want to show you a guy I fucking hate. Where is this guy? Let me find a guy I fucking hate this guy's guts. I didn't know he really existed. All right. The fuck? Where's this guy's? I just want to show you this guy from the West Wing who I fucking hate. I was trying to make rant. It's going the other way. What is going on? Where is this piece of shit? What the fuck? I'm going to have to ignore it if I can't find it. Austin, text me this guy's name. I know you know this guy's name because I showed you it. This absolute scumbag from the West Wing. Is it on thing? Anyways, all right, here we go. I'll get that later. Let's get into this. It's an absolute disaster. Oh, we got it. All right, here we go. This guy from the West Wing. He's on the show, The West Wing. He sent me an Instagram message out of the blue being like, Dave is a fucking heartless, compassionateless clown, but at least now he knows he's stupid. That was all over the place. All these lefties on Instagram and TikTok being like, Dave's just realizing how bad Trump is. He's so stupid when I saw it lost $7 million. That guy's a piece of shit. All right, whatever. Let's get into, I just had to say that, get off. Let's get into this tariff thing. I have so many thoughts, so many questions about what's going on. I'm going to put on some music. Now, do I think Trump is just going to sit here and let the stock market, it can't keep going down 5% per day. It can't keep going down 10% a day. He can't let it. Now, I see people, and it's like that guy from the West Wing. I don't understand. One of my things that I don't understand about this is why the left is celebrating or being like, aha, I told you so. Like, this is what you get for voting for Trump, this, that, and the other thing. And I will say to Donald Trump, like, I hate that I'm losing all this money. He's come up with this thing. Don't join the panicky party, the panicking party. Very funny. He's like weakness and scarediness and selling. And there's a panicking. Bill Ackman is the CEO and charter member of the Panicking Party. Bill Ackman, who I've met and I like, he is just spiraling on Twitter. Like every other fucking tweet is something else. Like he was very pro-Trump, very voted for Trump, said it was going to be this great economy, pro-business, pro-this, pro-that. Couldn't have been more beating the drum of Trump. These tariffs, he's done in 180. He's like, what are you doing? You're out of control. You don't know what you're doing. Howard Lutnick's a crook. What's going on? He's in the panicking party. Even I'm not in the panicking party, all right? I hate this. I hate that I've lost 20 million. I will say about Donald Trump, I truly believe, and a lot of people on the left are being like, you're so stupid. He was talking about tariffs the whole time. How'd you not know this is coming? He literally was like, I'm obsessed with tariffs. He's been saying it for 30 years. It was part of his platform. Yes, 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 yes. He was, and he believes in it. And a part of me is like, you know what? I'd rather a guy who at least is saying what he's going to do and he's getting into office and he's literally trying to do the exact things he told us he was going to do. He literally was like tariffs, 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 tariffs. And now he's in office and he's doing these tariffs. Now, where I'm getting it, and I'm not an economist, I just run this DDTG firm. I'm no like brilliant fucking mathematician, statistician, all that. The Bill Ackmans and the Elon Musks, and you have this line of people behind Trump, like fucking Bezos and Zuckerberg, and you name it, you have them all lining there, all these titans of industry lining up right behind Trump at the inauguration. They're getting slaughtered. So, in all these business people like Bill Ackman, when he was getting elected and he's saying tariffs, 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 where were these people? No, I never dreamed that the stock market tariffs were going to smash the stock market like this. People are saying that on the right, but people always trash the other on the left. Excuse me. Like Kamala was like, this tariff thing's a hideous idea. A lot of people like tariffs stink, but not these pro-business people. I didn't hear any of that. You would have thought if they were like worried about it, they would have said it in the real time, but they were all behind it. Now, obviously, what they're saying is the way he rolled it out is cucamonga. Like, yes, tariffs is one thing, but penalizing your allies in this formula, in this spreadsheet, which doesn't make a lot of sense to anybody, it's the way he rolled it out is what their issue is. But, I mean, whatever. He said he was going to do it the whole time. And now, here's where I see the issue. So Trump rolls out the tariffs, right? And it destroys the stock market. And people are comparing it to all these other crashes. This one's the only one that I can think of that's like man-made. Like the stock market crashes in 9/11. Yes. Stock market crashed COVID. Yes. But this is like a decision that one guy made that crashed the whole stock market. That's why we're calling it Orange Monday, not Black Monday. But Trump is trying to negotiate with these countries to get what he feels, and if he could get it done, better deals for the United States. So I'm for that. Like, this is what he thinks is in the best interest of the United States. He's doing what he thinks he was elected to do. Fine, good. I can live with that. Do I want the stock market to get crushed? No. But what's he do now? Can he just turn around and be like, just kidding, I'm going to take the tariffs off? He has to somehow, if he reacts to the stock market in this crash and reverses course, he loses all leverage negotiating with these countries. And I do think that, to me, that's what this is. This is negotiating. I don't think it's necessarily bringing factories back to the United States. I don't buy into that. Like I saw Howard Lutnick being like, we're going to live in a world where there's an army of Americans screwing in little things into iPhones. Like, what? What American's going to take that job? Like, there's other countries that we need to do low-paying jobs because Americans aren't going to do them. We're not going to sit there and like have 9 bazillion people just screwing in iPhone parts. Like, that's not, in what world is that real? And when people think about building factories here, and because of the tariffs, how long does it take to build a factory? I can't build a house. Like, you're going to build this giant new factory? That's going to take fucking years. This is just a stream of conscious. So, and I don't think you're going to find the labor. And who would build a factory if it's going to take 3 or 4 years to get this done? And Trump won't even be in office then. So to me, this is all about negotiating the tariff rates. It's all about getting equal trade, fair trade, which everybody wants. And it's a noble thing that Trump's trying to get done. But he can't really have leverage negotiating these deals. If the stock market is going to crash, everyone's going to join, what's he call it, the panicking party, and he has to reverse course. So you see, he's kind of like stuck. And so that's why I think I didn't love seeing him on the golf course playing his course championship and being like, I'm a very low handicap. I didn't love that. Like, the stock market is getting crushed. I've lost 20% of my net worth in year out on the golf course. And there's no way to spin that. Stinks. Now, I guess there is a way to spin it. You could be like, yeah, he's acting like he's unfazed. So when he's negotiating with other countries, they're not like, oh, look, Trump, he's sweating. He's nervous. We got him by the balls. We got him by the short hairs. No, he's cool as a cucumber golfing. That helps us leverage. I still don't like it. Like, in my mind, Donald Trump just cost me $20 million or whatever he did. Maybe don't be on the golf course because I'm curled up in a ball in bed sweating. But I get the other point of view. Like, you got to show strength, art of the deal, which is he's doing. So, I mean, how long is this going to go on? It's got to stabilize. Oh, Austin message. How long is this going to, like, I haven't sold a penny. I have it all. I personally think here's what we're looking at. I've heard some people say this. What's the time frame? The economy is always number one, right? For voting. Like, it trumps everything, no pun intended. The economy is the issue that will always be the number one issue in the United States. In the stock market, like, I didn't even invest in the stock market till 2020. I had no money. Then 2020, I sell the company. I start getting involved in the stock market. So would I care about this if I wasn't rich? Maybe not as much, but I firmly believe if the stock market is down and crashing, the whole economy's fucked. It's all intertwined. People on the left who are like celebrating, which it drives me crazy. And I said this before Kamala and Trump, the election. I said, I don't care who wins the election. I will root for whoever wins the election to be the best president in the history of the world, because I want America to be prosperous and great, and whoever is president plays a role in that. So I don't get the left gloating, be like, it's so great to see Dave lose money. He deserves it. He's so stupid. You voted for this. You're so stupid. Hey, you think if I'm losing money or if the stock market's tanking, you think that only affects rich people? We're probably affected the least. Like, yeah, I'm losing 20 million. I'm still got plenty of money, but it all shakes down. It all shakes down. Companies contract. Like, let's look at Barstool Sports, all right? This economy tanks. Our advertisers who do business overseas and sell products and advertise with us, they sell less products. It gets more expensive. What's the first thing they cut? Ad budgets that we got. Suddenly, we're not getting as much money. Suddenly, I got to fire Nate and lay people off. That's how it works. Like, the rich people are probably the least affected. Like, yeah, we're really affected, but it all fucking trickles down. People don't have money to go out and spend and buy houses or go to the movies. That contracts. The less money in the stock market, the less free spending. Everything contracts. It affects you, whether you have money in the stock market or not. That's the truth. Now, how long is this? You can look at these past, like, crashes. And I saw that guy Betts, whatever's David Betts, David J. But the stock market always rebounds in the past, and the people who sell end up being like, oh, why'd I fucking sell? I sell at a loss. This thing came back and it rips higher. I think that'll happen this time. Now, it's like, how much pain can you take? How much can you, like, this one's different because it's a little bit of a man-made situation. When I say man-made, 9/11, buildings fly into the plane, planes fly into the building, stock market crashes, COVID, the world shuts down, stock market crashes, and you have the Fed pumping money in to offset it. Is the Fed going to pump money in? Is the Fed going to cut interest rates? You can tell I was reading. I don't know. Is Jerome Powell going to cut interest rates, or is he going to be like, fuck you, Donald Trump? This is your doing. I'm not here to rescue you. I don't know. Because if he does cut interest rates, it probably stabilizes. I don't need the stock market to rip right up. Let's just stop going down 5, 7, 8, 10% every day. Let's maybe Trump be like, hey, I negotiate a big win with Vietnam or Taiwan or a couple of these countries where we're getting, I told you it would work. Stock market will right back up. And I think he will. I'm not in the panicking party yet. I am not in the panicking party. I'm losing all this money left and right. I hate it, but I'm buckled in. I'm actually buying more because I do think in general with the stock market, when there's this type of carnage and when there's this type of blood, that's when the people with giant balls that drag on the ground, the best time I feel like to buy is when you just can't stomach buying anymore. It's like, oh, I got to get out. That's when you do it. That's when the time to do it. And these opportunities don't come around that much. I could be wrong, but that's not my mentality. And I said this on the last stream. I don't think Donald Trump is crazy. I think he could be wrong, which could be a problem. Like, he just may be wrong about these tariffs, but there is a part of me that for my politicians, he said he was going to do this tariff thing, running for office. He didn't lay out the plan. There's like tariffs. He believes in it. He thinks it's the right thing. I can roll with that. I'd rather somebody be straight with me and do what they said they're going to do. Again, I don't think he rolled it out great, and it was just kind of arbitrary and out of the blue the way it all went down, but he said he was going to do it. And again, I put that where are all these business leaders who supported him around, being like, hey, we may have trouble with these tariffs. They weren't saying it when he was running. But here's the date. And I was talking about the economy. Here's the date. The midterm elections, which are still a ways off, right? The midterm elections are like a year and a half away, I think. If the stock market sucks, there's going to be a blue wave. Like, if the stock market is like what it is right now, and it's becoming close to the midterm elections, we will have like 100% Democrats. 100%. Because that's how people vote. And I would too. In a year and a half. I'm not in the panicking party yet. But if this tariff thing just is a total disaster, and we're a year and a half away from this thing, and stock market hasn't rebounded, and this trade war is a debacle, and inflation, everything's going to be in the shitter because of it, because of the tariffs. If that's the case in a year and a half, it's all Democrats. And I don't think Trump is stupid. I think he's very smart. He knows he has a window of time to prove this tariff. I'm choking. That's how choked up I am. He has a window, a runway to prove that this tariff plan works, or he's going to have to start making moves. And by the way, I think he already can. I think he already can spin this to be like, this country called me. This country did this. We negotiated a better rate there. I don't know what's going on with China. Like, I don't know we'll ever get anywhere with China. But all these other countries, I think we can. And I think the stock market will rebound. So I think you got to hang tight. You got to stay tight. Now, obviously, if I had a crystal ball, I would have sold 3 days ago and rebought today and get the 20. I think you could do that, right? I don't know about short term. I've held a lot of these stocks for over a year. I don't know if you got to wait 30 days. That's one of those things. DDTG doesn't like to get caught up in the weeds of the rules and how things work. I have people for that. I'm not that. But I'm not selling. I'm not even thinking of selling. I'm want to buy. Obviously, you got to have dry powder to do that. I'll also say, like, I've seen a little bit of, this was last week, like Clay Travis, Will Kane. They're like, don't look at your 401k. Since when do people care about the stock market? That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Let's be honest. And I prefer Trump, and he says it sometimes. He's been like, I don't want things to go down. I would rather people on the right who support Trump, no matter what he does, what he says. Like when you say stuff like that to me, it's like, well, Trump could fucking cut someone's head off. You're like, well, did he really? Like, let's call a spade a spade. Everybody has the right to panic and party and be worried about the stock market, their 401k, their portfolio. Don't suddenly be like, oh, don't look at your portfolio. Don't worry about it. Bullshit. Everybody looks at their portfolio. Everyone looks at their stock market. Everybody looks at how much money is in the bank. So it's a big deal. And Trump should be like, I fucking get it. It's a big fucking deal. But I'm trying to save the country, which he is saying, like, just bear with me here. Like, I'm not going to let, and he is kind of saying it. But again, the golf course thing, like, no, it's a big deal. Like, this is a big fucking deal. We've had one of the biggest stock market crashes, maybe the biggest man-made, like by decision or a policy decision, a specific one policy decision that I'm aware of, definitely since I've been following the stock market, nothing even like it. So it's a huge fucking deal. And let's not play like it's not a huge fucking deal. I'm not in the panicking party. Talk to me in 6 months. If we still are crashing, I may have the lead. I may design a logo for the panicking party, but that's a ways down the road. I think it's going to be fixed. Personally, you can clip this far sooner than later. Like if I haven't been reading comments, there's been a half an hour stream of conscious on how I think. For all I know, I could log on to Twitter right now, and it's like Trump announces major breakthrough with Taiwan. That's like all it would take. And it could rip. I'll let you know if during this rant it's already been fixed, because my point is, I think the stock market will rebound and we will be fixed a lot sooner than later. I'm prepared. What's my time frame? You're not going to pin me to it. The midterm elections, I think, if he lets it go into the midterm elections and we're devastated still, and he's like, I'm not budging, I think I'd become a member of the panicking party. Let's see if he already announced something and we're safe. DraftKings green. It's the only green thing I see. And Oklo up 5%. Restoration Hardware up 2%. Why is Restoration up and Wayfair down? That doesn't make any sense to me. Good for DraftKings. And Axon coming back. So some of them are coming back. Also, and I don't want to make this a political thing at all, and it's the whataboutism of all of this. Like, if you told me right now, hey, Dave, let's rewind. It's the election again, 2024. You know what you know now about what Trump's going to do with the tariffs, and you can revote, and your vote decides the election. I'm voting Trump right now, 100%, no questions asked. Not even a question. I hate what is going on with my stock market. I don't like the way he rolled out the tariffs. I can't accept a guy who campaigned on tariffs doing exactly what he said. I don't like the manner in which he did it. I think he probably could have done it a little less abrasively, or like, holy shit, with that chart and this. And I think Howard Ludwig kind of sounds like an idiot sometimes when he's on TV talking about, we want to screw in parts, but no questions asked, I'd be voting for Trump again. I was never, and people always say, Dave's some MAGA guy. No, I'm not. I've never said that. In the primaries, I didn't vote for Trump. I had, I always fucking forget her name, who I liked. I had the woman. Whatever. The point is this: I'd vote for him 100% out of 100 because the other party, like, don't cry on the left. You had a guy who had a vegetable brain, and then you whacked him, didn't have a primary, and then you had Kamala just swoop in after. Like, I don't regret my vote. I would do it again 1,000 out of 1,000 times. That doesn't mean that you have to like every decision Trump has made. You're allowed to criticize. You can vote for somebody and still not love all their policies. There's this theory that, like, oh, well, you vote for Trump, so now you got to shut up. You can't say anything. You can't do anything. That's nuts. And that's part of the problem. That's why we have this divide. Like, so if you're a Democrat, you can never criticize them. You can never be, have you noticed that Biden's brain fell out of his ear? He has no brain. You can't say that because you voted. Or in this case, you can't be like, I have a problem with the stock market tanking, and I don't like losing 20% of my net worth, and I wish he could come up with a better way to do it. Like, come on. But no doubt, despite losing 20% or whatever it is of my net worth, yes, I would cast that vote again. Now, if I lose 50% of my net worth, come talk to me. Then I'm probably in the panicking party. But like I said, I think it's going to rebound. Either way, at this point, this tariff decision and rollout will be the deciding factor probably on the Trump presidency, both terms. Like, if you look back on it, how is he going to be judged? On the success of this tariff plan and where it ends up, unless he just kind of lets it go and gets away with it. But that will be, he's playing high stakes poker. He totally believes in it. I even wrote a couple notes. I hate that West Wing guy. Ackman, I talked about. He's all over the map. Even Elon. Did you see someone in the administration suddenly trashing Elon? Because Elon doesn't like the tariffs, because he's running Tesla and his stock's getting fucking smoked. You know, like, Elon should stick to Doge. Like, Elon runs a car company. Like, obviously he's against all of this stuff. I think I hit most of my points. I'll read some of these comments. A lot of people just not surprisingly, on this feed, everyone just wants me to launch meme coins. I can't launch meme coins. I wish I could. Or I can't tweet them out, because they're going to go ballistic. And then that scumbag with the shit on the poker player, he's going to make money. And I can't let that kid make money at the expense of you people. I have no way to stop that guy, that absolute piece of shit scumbag, from making money. Chad, am I going to cash out my Amex points to buy the dip? No. I want to buy more. I honestly believe it's like, there's, in my 4 years of running this firm at DDTG, when there's a crash, you want to buy the dip, but it's easy. It's like, buy the dip. It's easy. It's like, oh, it's not really you don't feel bad about buying the dip. It's like, ooh, I'm smart. I'll buy the dip. Then there's the second dip on that dip. It's like, all right, I'll dip again. I already dipped. Let me do a dip again. How low can we go? And you don't love that second dip because you already dipped once. But it's not that crazy to buy that second dip. Then you have a third dip. In the third dip, we're on dip 3. Your balls are fucking contracted. And it's like, is this thing ever going to stop dipping? Should I start taking money out? Are we dead? Am I going to be broke? What house do I sell first? And then maybe there's another dip. And you're like, I got to get out. And that's when you buy. It's when you absolutely are sick to your stomach, and that's time to get in. All right, I got to give away $1,000. Nikki Haley. That's who. Nikki Haley is who I voted for in the primary. So everybody who continually is like, Dave's a crazy MAGA and he's just going to support Trump no matter what, they just cut and edit and they haven't followed anything I've said. All right, buckle up, boys. Buckle up, boys is going to get the $1,000 from Kraken. Let me do this right now. I would buy the shit out of XRP. It's already coming back to that 189. I would buy the shit out of XRP. And by the way, crypto, can we talk about that? Can we talk about crypto? The most ill-timed tweet ever from one of the twins. I'm 6'4". Who are the twins? The rowers. Who own all the Bitcoin? The fuck, my brain. The Winklevoss twins. One of them had the most ill-timed tweet of all time. This is from 21 hours ago from Tyler Winklevoss. For the first time this is 21 hours ago. For the first time in history, Bitcoin is not moving in lockstep with the stock market, is now behaving like a hedge to geopolitical uncertainty. When the stock market plunged during COVID, so did Bitcoin. And this is always the case over the last 10 years, but not this time. Despite the market nosediving in response to tariffs, Bitcoin is holding steady at 80K plus. It's starting to look less and less like a risk on asset. We are in a new territory. Quite literally, 5 seconds later, the thing tanked. Absolutely tanked. Listen, Bitcoin is an asset. It might as well be listed on the stock market. I get people saying it's not controlled by the government, and that's the whole point, but it acts exactly like a stock. And when people panic and they're like, oh shit, they sell it so they have cash on hand. That's what it is. I own almost 6 million of crypto as of 5 days ago, and now I own 4 million of it. But that's what it is. People sell when they get nervous. Crypto, Bitcoin, XRP, name it. It's always going to run like that. That's what it is. That's what it is. Time and time and time and time again, it's been proven. Winklevoss's tweet just reinforced it. Let's get Buckle Up Boys some money. All right, buckle up, boys. We're going to send, what are we going to send? $1,000 to the Buckle Up Boys. Let's send him $1,000 a jail stool to the Buckle Up Boys. Okay, 1,000 jail stool. Continue. Buckle Up Boys. You just got $1,000 authenticator. Give me a second. No, wrong. All right, you got it. Buckle up, boys. $1,000 a jail stool. Let's look at the stock market again. DraftKings now up close to 4%. Attaboy, DraftKings. Axon green. All right, so we're leveling. We're leveling here. I'm starting to see green. There was no green today. I'm starting to see green. Was something said? Dave, what stocks would I invest in with the market this low? Listen, I Restoration Hardware is now up 5%. I gave Restoration out the other day. I still think Wayfair is down 2% coming back. These stocks lost like 50%. These furniture places. I'm starting to see green come back. I mean, you can do all of them. Facebook's a great buy right now at 500. I love Axon. Get in on Axon. You're not going to see Axon at this price. Axon at under 500. That's a $700 stock. That is a $700 stock. It's going up because of the Fed meeting at 11:30 in the 50 countries that called Trump. Google just turning. I'm telling you, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, I should buy here. I like Lululemon at 254. I mean, I like them all. Throw darts. Throw darts. The entire thing got fucking crushed. Netflix screen. We're flattening out. I think I got us through this thing. I think DDTG did what DDTG had to do. We calmed the market. We got people relaxed. Someone said I need a nose job. The Patriot? What the fuck? I'm trying to help. Yeah, if they cut rates, it'll absolutely help. We just need positive news. Now, I could see Jerome Powell being like, I'm not cutting rates because I'm not going to bail out Trump in this thing. But if he does, master swift move by Trump, the art of the deal. I don't know. There's believers in jail still. I don't know what you want me to do. Ugh. I want to find that fucking cock from the West Wing. He had like a million fucking. What did he send me? I could have sworn I screenshotted it. Wait, Austin, don't you have that screenshot? I sent it to you, didn't I? Send me that screenshot, Austin, from that fucking jerk from the West Wing. David Bivens, Supreme Debate. Do people then put the recession talks on Powell and not Trump? This is what that idiot said. So this guy from the West Wing, Josh Malinas, Josh Molina, I think he identifies as a he, him, her, she, it, what, rainbow. You knew, this is what he put to me when I said I lost 7 million. They edited the thing. TFW, you knew you were a soulless, compassionless asshole, but you're only today discovering how fucking dumb you are too. This is what the guy tagged me in. It's nuts. By the way, like, if the stock market goes down and people like me are losing 20%, do you know how much money I donate to like different shit? Like, that's gone. Like, compassionless. I guarantee you I've given more money than this guy's given in his fucking entire life to all sorts of things. These people are so stupid. The left, they make me hate the left so much, guys like this, where I'd almost rather be in the poorhouse and broken on the street than see this fucking piece of shit happy. That's how bad the left is. Ooh, I hate them. I'm not snipped. Dave snipped that screenshot. All right. I'm going to try to be with you guys through this thing, through the end. And I'm sure this rant, because I said so much, and it was just a stream of conscious DDTG, will be cut up. And I'm going to see the left doing victory laps with it, which is going to infuriate me. Let's take one last look here. Things are ripping all over the place. Amazon, green. NVIDIA, green. All right. Rumble, green. DraftKings is absolutely did something. Why is DraftKings up 6%? I said buy DraftKings. Did DraftKings say something? Maybe more people gambling. It's like, all right, stock market's down. That's my MO. I don't see it. All right. I'm going to try to stick with you guys through this thing. We're going to get through it. I think today is a good sign, by the way. A little rebound. It's not a total fucking shit show and things are turning green right now. DraftKings is up 7%. Is someone going to tell me why that is? It is ripping. And that's one of those stocks. It was at 30. DraftKings is going to be, somebody just walked by with the baby. I don't know who the fuck that is. DraftKings was a $30 stock. If you like DraftKings, it's going to 40. DraftKings is going to go from 30 to 40. It's at 34 right now. It's already 7%. These are gains. These are gains that are there for the taking. All right. Wrap.